kind of loneliness that only happens when you're not alone. You're surrounded by the people who know you best, the ones who raised you, the ones who chose you, the ones who promised to never leave. And yet, something inside you feels hollow, like you're watching your own life from behind a screen, present, but not really there. Why does this happen with the people you love most?
That I'm important enough, which is really sad. And it's something that I hated to admit. I've been hearing from a lot of you recently what keeps us stuck. And I think that that's kind of what's been going on. If I could,
They're right there, laughing, talking, present, saying all the right things, doing all the right things. But you feel miles away, like there's glass between you and them. Invisible, unbreakable, unexplainable. What is that distance? And why does no one else seem to feel it? She was sitting at the dinner table, her family all around her. Her mother, her father, her younger brother, the people she had known her entire life. Everyone was talking, sharing stories from the day, laughing at old jokes only they would understand. The kind of laughter that comes from years of being together. And she was smiling, nodding, saying the right things at the right time, playing her part perfectly. But inside, she felt like she was watching the scene from somewhere else, like she was behind glass, seeing everything, hearing everything, but not connected to any of it. Her mother asked her about work. She answered. Her father told a story she'd heard 100 times. She laughed. Her brother complained about something trivial. She gave advice. Everything looked normal from the outside, but on the inside, she was screaming. Not out of anger, not out of frustration, but out of loneliness. The kind of loneliness that makes no sense, because how can you feel alone when you're surrounded by people who love you? No one noticed, and that made it worse, because if they couldn't see it, maybe she was the only one feeling this way. Maybe something was wrong with her. Later that night, she lay in bed, staring at the ceiling, replaying the dinner in her mind, trying to figure out when she started feeling this way, trying to remember the last time she felt truly seen. And she asked herself the question she had been avoiding for months. Why do I feel so alone around the people who love me most? But the question just hung there in the dark. No answer, no relief, just silence. Here's what most people don't understand. Loneliness isn't about being alone. You can be alone in a room and feel completely at peace. You can be surrounded by 1,000 people and feel utterly isolated. Because loneliness isn't about physical proximity. It's about emotional distance. It's about not being seen, not being known, not being understood. And sometimes the people closest to you are the ones who see you the least. Not because they don't care, not because they don't love you, but because they already know you. They know the version of you from 5 years ago, the version of you from childhood, the version of you that fit neatly into their story. But people change, you change, and sometimes the people who love you the most are the slowest to notice. This is called relational invisibility. It happens when the version of you that people expect becomes more real to them than the version you actually are. Your family knows you as the daughter who has it together, the responsible one, the strong one, the one who never needs help. Your friends know you as the one who makes everyone laugh, the fun one, the easygoing one, the one who never takes things too seriously. Your partner knows you as the stable one, the grounded one, the one who holds everything together, the one who doesn't fall apart. And so when you're not that person anymore, or when you need something different, when the mask starts to crack, you don't know how to tell them, because breaking that image feels like breaking their trust, feels like letting them down, feels like admitting you've been lying this whole time. Even though you haven't been lying, you've just been surviving, showing them the parts of you that are easier to love, hiding the parts that feel too heavy to share. So you stay quiet. You perform. You show up as the person they remember, even when that person isn't you anymore. You laugh at the right times, you ask the right questions, you give the right answers. You play the role so well that even you start to forget it's a role, and the distance grows, not because they moved away, but because you did. You retreated inward. You built walls they can't see. You created a version of yourself that keeps everyone comfortable, but leaves you completely alone. You've been here. That moment when someone asks, "How are you?" and you pause just for a second because the real answer is too complicated. So you say good, or fine, or same as always. Not because you're lying, but because the truth feels too heavy to explain, and you're not even sure they want to know. That strange emptiness you feel, sitting in a room full of laughter, watching people you love be happy, and feeling like you're the only one not really there. Like you're watching a movie of your own life, seeing yourself smile, seeing yourself engage, but feeling nothing. It's not because they don't love you. You know they love you. You can see it in their eyes. You can hear it in their voices. But they love the version of you they know, and you don't know how to show them the rest. The parts that are messy, the parts that are changing, the parts that don't fit the story anymore. So you smile, you nod, you carry the weight alone, because it feels easier to explaining, easier than risking their confusion, easier than watching them not understand. And the emptiness grows, not louder, not more obvious, just deeper, until one day you realize you've spent so much time protecting everyone else from your truth that you've forgotten what it feels like to be truly known. And that is the loneliest feeling of all. So what do you do when the people who love you don't really see you? When you're surrounded by warmth, but still feel cold inside? You stop protecting the image. You stop being who they expect. You stop performing, not loudly, not dramatically, not with a grand announcement or a breakdown, just honestly, quietly, one moment at a time. The next time someone asks you how you are, you tell the truth, even if it's uncomfortable, even if it doesn't fit the story they have of you, even if it makes them pause. You say, "I've been feeling disconnected," or "I don't know how to explain it, but I need to say it," or "I love you and I feel alone." Both are true. You let the silence sit. You don't rush to make them comfortable. You don't apologize for feeling what you feel. You just let it be there. And yes, it will be awkward. Yes, they might not know what to say. Yes, they might try to fix it when you don't need fixing. But here's the truth. You can't be seen if you're always hiding. You can't be known if you're always performing. You can't be loved for who you are if you never show who that is. The people who love you, they might not understand at first. They might be confused. They might even be hurt that you didn't tell them sooner. But giving them the chance is the only way through, because the alternative is continuing to drift, continuing to smile while feeling empty, continuing to be surrounded while feeling alone. So you take the risk, not all at once, not with everyone, but with someone. You choose one person, one conversation, one moment of truth, and you see what happens. Maybe they surprise you. Maybe they listen. Maybe they say, "I've been feeling the same way." Maybe the connection you thought was lost was just waiting to be found. Or maybe they don't understand. Maybe they pull away. Maybe the relationship changes, and that is painful. But even then, you've done something important. You've stopped abandoning yourself to keep others comfortable. You've stopped hiding to maintain an image. You've stopped pretending that everything is fine when it's not. And that is the first step towards being truly known, truly seen, truly connected. Most people never say it out loud. They carry the emptiness, thinking it will protect the people they love, thinking it will keep the peace.
Because here's what no one tells you. The emptiness you feel around the people you love isn't always about them. Sometimes it's about you. It's about the parts of yourself you've been hiding, the feelings you've been suppressing, the truth you've been avoiding, the version of you that's begging to be acknowledged. And until you bring that into the light, until you stop hiding from yourself, the emptiness will remain.